Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. So welcome to MedMom Wednesday webinars. I am your host, Dr. Tipi Tanshanko. I'm a developmental pediatrician and the director of MedMom. So our Wednesday webinars are our way of reaching out to you, dear parents. So maraming salamat po for joining us again tonight. And we would like to deliver timely and relevant topics in child development from the experts that we have invited. So tonight, we're very lucky po. Ang ganda ng pag-uusapan natin ngayong gabi. And we are joined by two experts in the field. So let me introduce them to you. So our first speaker, our first expert for tonight is Dr. Hao-Dy. She is a developmental behavioral pediatrician who finished her fellowship from the Medical City. So ito ang ganda ng sinabi ni Doc Hao-Dy. She deems that her kids are her best source of knowledge, inspiration, and experience in dealing with her practice. So let's all welcome Dr. Hao-Dy. Good evening.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. How's everyone so far? It's been, 6 weeks, no? Into the lockdown. So, and then next week, 2 more weeks, no? According to our president. So,
2 more weeks. Yes.
Yeah. So, I believe, no? Parang, one way or the other, like most of us have actually experienced talagang mga anxieties, diba? Parang we actually rose to the challenges of social distancing, lost connections, diba? We were unable to, meet our mga parents, mga relatives natin, diba? Tapos yung school closures, no, especially for the students, diba? So parang kahit papano, I'm sure, like the graduations that they look forward to, mga exams that they actually reviewed for, no? And even for, yung mga younger students, yung mga moving up days, diba?
Na-miss nila, no?
Yes, correct. No? Tapos,
Doc Hao-Dy,
feeling ko,
Introduce ko muna si Miss Mel. Yes. So, no, that's okay. Yes. Excited si Doc Hao-Dy.
Oh nga, sorry.
Share. Hindi, okay lang yan. Introduce ko lang si Miss Mel. So with us tonight is another expert. So we are joined by Miss Melinda Tan. She is a licensed psychologist who obtained her master's in psychology at UP Diliman, and she is currently completing her doctoral studies in clinical psychology in the same institution. So si Miss Mel went to the States. She completed the ITP&D program at UC Davis Mind Institute, and she studied innovations in assessment and treatment of individuals with Fragile X and autism. So autism kasi yung topic natin ngayong gabi, di ba? So Ms. Mel is a seasoned clinician with a practice focused on psychological assessment and psychotherapy of children and teens with neurodevelopmental and psychiatric disorders. So good evening, Mel. Kamusta?
Good evening, Dr. P. Good evening, Dr. Shobbs. It's nice to
Hi,
be
Mel.
here. Hello, it's nice to be here. How are the parents? How are their viewers right now at home? I just wanted to say good evening to everyone who's watching us right now.
Yan, sige. So, kung titingnan nyo po, nasa FB din tayo. So, we're being streamed in Zoom and in FB. So, if you have questions, now's the time po to ask our experts. So, type po kayo sa chat box natin. Tapos sasagutin natin. Papasa po natin sa kanila yung mga tanong para masagot po nila. Okay, so very interesting. Kagaya nung sinabi ni Doc Hao-Dy, no? Parang medyo kakaiba yung times natin ngayon. Pero ano pa kaya if you have a child or a family member with autism, tapos lockdown, diba? Parang
correct, no?
Kaka-stress yata yun, no?
Right.
Ayun. So, sige. Doc Hao-Dy, yes.
Yeah, so again, no, 'di ba, parang I hope everyone is doing okay, no, during this time, no? Kasi I would say talaga yung first 2 weeks actually yun yung pinaka I would say Dr. P hardest for me, no? So and to think my kids are neurotypical. So I would say that it was literally exhausting for me, no? So bigla akong naisip, parang how much more kaya yung mga families with special needs, no? Specifically those with with autism, kasi 'di ba, alam naman natin na may communication problem sila. So, may problema sila sa pag-express ng sarili nila, pag-intindi, 'di ba? So, at the same time, yung mga rigidities nila, no? Insistence on sameness, no? So, parang strictler sila sa mga routines eh. And
Oo
we
nga.
all know, 'di ba, na yung likelihood na they are at a higher risk for anxiety issues talaga. So
Tama.
that's why kudos talaga Doc TP, 'di ba? And Mel sa mga families who have gone through the entire lockdown, dealing with this
Oo
with
nga,
these
Doc
kids with
Shobes.
special needs, no? So that's why when we were actually thinking of topic during yung sa webinar series namin. So I was thinking, no, this might be timely talaga because we need supportive strategies for them.
Tama.
Okay?
Tapos Doc
So,
Shobes, 'di ba? Doc Shobes, 'di ba?
we
Sinabi mo nga na parang they're rigid, gusto nila pareho or some degree of sameness. Paano pa kaya ngayon na everything is changing? No? Anong tingin mo, Doc Shobes? Parang nag-freeze si Doc Shobes ng konti. Miss Mel, what do you think? Would this be more stressful kaya for some families because of yung sudden change in the routines that these children were used to?
Definitely. Kasi it's not only stressful, for somebody who might have neurotypical children. I can imagine how even more stressful it is for those who have children with special needs. Kasi their
Yeah.
routines are disrupted, the activities that they're used to doing, that they find comfort in, it's suddenly been disrupted, and it creates a lot of these uncertainties for children that make them feel stressed. And when they're stressed, parents are stressed.
That's true, no? Yes. So, Doc Shobes, you were saying kanina?
Opo, no? So, Doc TP, di ba, sabi ko nga po, like, dahil nga po stressful sa mga families, no? So, we are adapting some strategies from this, toolkit na, ginawa nila, no? Although, syempre, Doc TP, if meron na silang mga dati ng strategies to begin with, they can still use that. So, these are,
Yes.
kumbaga, parang add-on. Okay? So, it actually saying that one important thing that we really have to parang make sure na nagagawa natin is support their understanding, right? So, in a way, no, parang kailangan talaga aware yung mga children with autism, what is happening around them, no? So, syempre, kailangan may understanding sila of what the virus and the current situation is. But, syempre, kailangan natin i-take into consideration, diba, the characteristics that they have. So we have to be developmentally appropriate, diba? So it will actually depend. Yung mga information that we're gonna feed them, it will actually depend on the cognitive level, diba? So for example, if medyo mas bata, diba? So simple lang, no? So what is virus? So yan, corona is a virus, no? And then siguro pag medyo mas matanda ng konti, no? Parang i-explain natin bakit there's a need, no? To wash ng hands, no? Para at least hindi makuha yung mga virus, no? Tapos, pag mas matanda pa, no? Parang we can further explain, no? The different symptoms and how they go away, no? Yung mga ganon. So again, be developmentally appropriate and to make it, as simple as possible, no? So do away na with mga abstract na
mga abstract concept siguro, no? Actually, ang ganda nga nung picture nitong si coronavirus, and I'm sure yung mga younger kids would appreciate that, no? Yes. Medyo
Yes,
naghang ulit si Doc
yeah,
Shu. Yes.
I agree. This is actually a very good example of how we can make something scary and abstract feel more concrete and accessible to children with
Right.
autism. We understand that these children there's a spectrum, uh, And
Right.
there's a difference in their capacity to comprehend concepts, to understand what's going on. And a large proportion of kids with autism have language difficulties, so that affects how much they understand. And I think it's
Right.
wonderful Dr. Robs is suggesting that using something visual, but not too threatening, something that looks fun, makes this situation of the COVID-19 and the quarantine more accessible and easily understood.
Yes, oo nga. Oh, that's very helpful. Kaya nga yung sinasabi ni Dr. Shobes kanina, it has to be developmentally appropriate dun sa level nung child, no? There. Doc Shobes,
Okay,
yes.
sorry Doc, nawawala. I don't know, parang
Okay lang
nagkakaroon
yan.
ng ano. O sige. So yun nga
Sige.
Doc, 'di ba? Kailangan developmentally appropriate
Oo.
tayo kasi parang
Yes.
para at least mas maintindihan nila. Tapos like I said, no, parang we have to give them time to process things, right? So if they ask
Right.
questions, you have to try in your best way, no, para at least masagot yung tanong nila. And I think best of all, you have to be a source of parang reassurance that all will be safe, especially in this uncertain time. Okay?
Right.
Tapos, aside from communication and talking with them directly, I think parang makakatulong talaga yung tinatawag nating social narratives. Okay? So social narratives are stories that teach kids what happened in some situations and what to do with, with pictures, di ba? So we all know naman kasi children with autism, di ba? Visual learners mga yan eh. So talagang mas makakatulong pag may pinapakita kayo sa kanila. Okay, so just to cite some examples, Dr. P and Mel, ito, like I've actually read this, yung sa medyo left side, yan, hello, I am a virus. So this is more appropriate for those who are medyo younger, mga toddler, di ba? So very simple, very, mostly pictures lang ang nasa book na to. So it actually introduced the coronavirus in the first person. Parang, hey, I am coronavirus and I love to travel from hand to hand. Tapos parang meron doon mga tick boxes. Like, have you heard about me? So may yes or no doon, no? So parang interactive pa nga siya. And then, after nun, may iba't ibang parang mga faces, no? Either smiley, na meron different emotions like fear, sadness. So, mangyayari doon parang, ang next question ni Corona, if you heard about me, how did you feel? Parang ganon. So, tapos my
Doc,
daughter was really, yes, Dr. P?
Doc Shobes, actually merong question from yung
Oh,
isa sa viewers natin. Where can they get this book daw? Saan ba
sige,
natin
I will,
makakuha yan?
Opo, Doc, meron akong, I will be sharing the link of the ebook.
Ayan.
Di ba?
Okay.
Actually, as a matter of fact, kagabi pinaulit sa akin ng daughter ko kasi tuwan-tuwa siya dun sa last
Oh.
part. Right. Okay. Tapos,
So
Doc,
may surprise ba sa dulo?
Hindi naman. Parang
oo.
very colorful kasi. Tsaka so easy to understand. Tsaka yun
So
nga,
maganda siya
parang,
talaga.
right. And we have to make sure lang parang i-animate rin natin sarili. Yung i-animate natin kasi parang medyo interactive na siya. Parang there's parang isang page pa nga doon. Parang you can
Sample
draw
nga, Doc
your own.
Shobes.
You can draw your
Paano
own
bang
feeling.
animate? Paano mag-animate ng reading a book to a child?
Sige, mamaya. Like, for example, I am coronavirus and I love to travel from one hand to another hand. And then parang
Okay.
ganon.
Ang
Actually,
ganda. Oo.
my daughter nga wants a more, gusto nga niya involved siya.
Mas animated pa. O pati siya, pwede siya maging virus. Ganyan. Okay.
Right. So, buti na lang, Doc, mas matanda. Yung next na book naman by Kefter, ito pang mas matanda. So, yung mga school age ko na, na kids, yan, mas mas binasa ko lang sa kanila. So, pero ito naman, ang kagandahan dito, although it's very wordy, there are several pictures and they're very, very straight to the point, very vivid pictures that we can actually relate to. No? So parang ito, kasi nga, since it's more for the level of those who have higher cognition, no? So nangyayari, kumbaga parang na-explain doon what is social distancing, diba? So why do we have to do social distancing? Parang ganon. So this is for, yan, mga older children naman. Tapos like
Mm-mm.
ito, one of the resource that was given, ito yung parang imagine in one paragraph it was able to explain what coronavirus is, no? So ito yung mga tinatawag
Mhm.
nating social narratives that will increase the understanding of children with autism. Okay?
Mhm.
Tapos, other strategies that we can actually employ would be, yan, providing visual supports, diba? So, steps in hand washing, diba? What you can actually do is parang ipapaskill natin siya sa mga sink, sa toilet, diba? Para at least every time after kumain ni ng mga bata, no, they can see the step by step na so visual nga, diba? Tapos another visual aid for social distancing naman. This one, again, no, printable siya. We will be, at the end of our talk, actually, nandun yung, kasi, resource ng toolkit wherein so many downloadable, and printable items are available.
Yan.
Okay?
Maganda yan, Doc Shobes, kasi may nagtatanong din from our audience if we can get a copy of your slides daw. So siguro maganda rin yung ma-share natin yung resources
Yung
sa kanila, no?
resources, correct.
Yes,
Very
yeah.
very
Yeah.
useful to. Actually, Dr. P, even for
Mm-mm.
those who are typical, 'di ba? Kasi mga kids ko natutuwa din eh. And
Mm-mm.
then, so clarify the passage of time. What does it mean by this, 'di ba? Parang syempre, 'di ba? Parang hindi natin alam anong mangyayari in the next, I don't know, months, right? So,
Right.
syempre for these kids, no, with autism, parang nakaka-add talaga sa anxiety nila, no? So parang for some reason they really want, somehow there's a concreteness. So,
Right.
clarifying the passage of time, like making calendar templates, no? So pwede tayo parang yung tinatawag natin, ititik natin pag nakalipas na, and then you can ask them what are the things they actually look forward to, no? For example, birthdays of loved ones, Mother's Day is upcoming, no? So they can actually mark that in their calendar, no? Para at
Yeah.
least mas mapaisip sila, ay, sure na, example, pag dumating nga, tapos ititik nyo yung birthday niya. No? So,
Doc Shobes,
very important.
meron ako isang question dito from our FB audience naman. Hindi ko alam kung paano mo to ilalagay dyan sa calendar. Pero ang question niya is, hello Doc, I have a question regarding my 4-year-old son who really finds comfort riding the car. Hala, lockdown tayo. Riding the car. So my question is, given the situation now, how can we go about this po? Lalo na kasi gusto niya lumabas. After curfew pa. So hindi lang riding the car. After curfew, gusto lumabas.
So, Doc,
paano natin yan ma-explain?
Medyo tricky to kasi syempre it will actually depend then on the current situation. For example, if you are in a village, no? So, yun baka possible na pwedeng umikot, no? Pero tipong kung may mga tipong that, kasi 'di ba nasa rule na yung mga bata talaga and senior citizens, sila yung talagang definitely naka-lockdown, no? So maybe parang pwede natin i-explain na since ito nga calendar template, siguro kasi 'di ba 2 weeks from now, okay, parang pwedeng kung sakaling or sabihin natin pag medyo mas like yan, medyo sa July, parang pwede siguro may doon, parang mag-drawing siya ng car. So para at least sasabihin mo kay sa child mo, parang hey, how many sleeps muna tayo? So pag nag-reach na tayo magka-countdown sila para at least something na the child can actually look forward to as well. No, ito yung kumbaga kina-clarify natin yung passage of time. It's just unfortunate, no ba? We are very bound by mga mga rules talaga. Now, we should follow rin talaga for our own safety naman talaga.
Right.
No?
Oo. Yeah, pero siguro habang naghihintay, baka pwedeng mag-isip muna ng some alternative activity, no? Kasi parang
correct,
July, ang tagal pa nun.
Pwedeng
Doc,
no? Pwedeng offer choices, no? Tapos be creative, no? Maybe you can have a makeshift car in your home, no? Like kahit na carton lang, no? Nabutasan nyo, tapos pretend na siya yung driver, and then you're gonna go around, for example, from the second floor to the ground floor, go around the kitchen to the living room, no, in a car, no, yung mga ganon. So it's actually the best time to be at our most creative side talaga.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So yun, no? So aside from that, no, parang syempre we all know rin, Doc TP, na dahil nga sa characteristics ng mga batang may autism, no, talagang may difficulty, no, expressing themselves. And, of course, pag medyo na-anxious sila, parang mag-manifest in, somehow, some maladaptive behaviors, no? Parang mag-tantrum sila, no? Or parang may mga withdrawal sila, no? So we have to be attuned, no? To their feelings talaga. So we really have to offer opportunities for expression, no? So I
Mm-mm.
just wonder among sa audience natin, Doc PP, if
Mm-mm.
anyone from all of us, no, kumbaga parang had we actually sat down, no, during, di ba, tagal na nag-lockdown, almost 6 weeks na, no, parang, and
Mm-mm.
nagkamustahan kahit yun, to, all the members of the family, diba? So parang yun, kasi it's important talaga, no, na nagkakaroon ng outlet yung feelings nila, no? So these are actually some tips, no? Yan, journaling, of course,
Mm-mm.
definitely conversations, no? So share ko lang, no, just last week, no, I had someone, my patient nga, no, parang nag-text sa akin yung mommy, no, parang sabi, gusto lang daw makahanap ng kausap, no? So yon, true enough, no, he was parang really feeling very anxious with the whole situation. And then,
Mm-mm.
when I was trying to talk to him, parang yun nga, parang um, hindi pa masyado nagkakaroon ng chance na na-explain sa kanya, no, what is, coronavirus is all about, mga ganon, no? And
Mm-mm.
then, just
Right.
the other week naman, my daughter, when I asked
Mm-mm.
her to write something about the coronavirus, no, she actually, started writing and made a song. So dun sa song pa nga niya
Mm.
nakasulat how she misses her cousins na, how she's,
Mm-mm.
bored na. So yon, no, dun lumalabas mga
Yeah.
feelings, no.
Doc Shobes, paano kung halimbawa non-verbal? Halimbawa may isang parent, non-verbal yung anak ko. Paano natin magagamit tong opportunity for expression na to?
Right,
Ano yung
no?
way
So,
of expressing kaya?
Doc TP siguro pwede yan. Yan, parang, let them do creative play, no? So, for example, maglalaro ng mga Play-Doh, no? They can, parang express kung nasasad na sila, no? And then, again, may printables tayo, Doc TP, dito sa
Mm-mm.
resource na to na different different facial expressions again, no? Siguro
Mm-mm.
pwede tayong ipaprint natin yon, tapos parang sasabihin, example, umiyak siya. So parang
Mm-mm.
kukunin na ni mommy na, as a cue yon, no? Hindi lang, baka kasi may nararamdaman talaga siya, hindi lang dahil gutom. For example, no, mom can get a cue kasi nga may behavioral
Yeah.
changes, no? So titignan ni
Mm-mm.
mommy, do you feel, for example, sad, no? So parang ganun. So pwedeng ituro ng
Oo.
bata. And then I also read from other resources naman, yon, since they have if they can have like augmentative forms of communication, no, so through their iPad, no, yung mga picture exchange, no, so pictures wherein they can better express themselves will also be
Yeah.
helpful for these
Lalo
kids who are
siguro,
nonverbal.
yeah, lalo siguro if they've been using it before, no, mas pwede nilang gamitin yun. Miss
Yes,
Mel, would you like
definitely.
to add anything? Your thoughts about this, yung opportunity for expression?
Yes, definitely. So listening to what your child is trying to say is more than just, waiting for them to say it in words. It
Mm-mm.
is also being observant, being attuned to what's going on with your child. Ibig sabihin nun is, napapansin mo yung ginagawa niya, napapansin mo yung
Mm-mm.
kilos niya. Kasi hindi lahat ng bata may autism may capacity to express what they're feeling or to
Mm-mm.
even have the words, yung ano ba yung words na nararamdaman ko. So minsan nakikita natin yun, nag-iiba yung kilos. And later on, I'm gonna talk more about that sa coping and calming skills. But, observing to see kung meron ba silang nagiging iba sa kanilang kilos or ugali,
Mm-mm.
that's conveying to you that they're feeling something or wanting something. So ito yung sinasabi ng mga parents na this is for the nonverbal children who haven't yet developed ways to compensate,
Mm-mm.
how to communicate nonverbally. Yung hinuhulaan nila kung ano yung gusto.
Mm-mm.
So it's really observing, looking at ano bang sinasabi ng bata sa akin through his movements, his behaviors, his emotions.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Okay, thank you. Sige,
Thank you,
Doc
ma'am.
Shobes. Mm-mm.
Okay, so Doc Tipi, so ito pa, no? Another strategy. Ito, Doc, parang very, ano naman, very easy lang to. Kasi, di ba, kahit naman hindi lockdown, parang alam naman natin, di ba, ang routines, no, for individuals with autism, talagang as much as possible gusto natin, minimally interrupted lang siya. Kasi nga, di ba, it provide increased comfort. So, parang mas na-allow, syempre pag mas familiar sila, no, they know what to expect, no, mas na prepare nila sarili nila. So, transition to another activity, mas napapadali, di ba? So, ngayon, nagkataon, syempre, yung, di ba, na-lock, I mean, nawalan ng school, no? So, nawalan ng therapy, no? So, parang mas nagkaroon ng, kumbaga, parang nawalan ng structure. That's why, if there would be routines, Dr. P, na gusto natin na ma-maintain ng mga
Yeah,
batang may autism, ito siguro yung advice ko, Dr. P.
right.
Definitely, ang sleep-wake cycle, we have to maintain that, ha, mga mommies, diba? Kasi
Mm-mm.
it's so hard na for some children in the spectrum to fall asleep, no? May mga sleep problems talaga, no? So if as much as possible, you can maintain a regular sleeping and waking up cycle, no? Then by all
Yeah.
means do that, no? And of course, 'di ba? We have to maintain the meal time, 'di ba? Kailangan
Mm-mm.
pareho pa rin, breakfast, lunch, dinner, pareho pa rin, hindi nagbago. So, para at least manatili yung ano naman, healthy sila. Okay? Tapos itong
Mm-hmm.
chores, 'di ba? So, ito parang it's important, it's a recommended strategy, 'di ba? Kumbaga parang ano na rin to, no? Ito yung parang it's an opportunity for us to teach them life skills, 'di ba? Na
Mm-hmm.
kailangan talaga natin ma-master, no? So parang yan, no? So again, should be age appropriate din, no? Siguro sa
Yeah.
mga toddlers, yung mga routines na pwede natin na or chores na pwede natin i-maintain will be yan. Packing away ng toys nila, no? Yung brushing ng teeth nila. Tapos, pag medyo mas matanda or higher cognitive levels, siguro yan, pwede natin turuan yung pag make ng bed, 'di ba? Kasi 'di ba everyday yun naman ang ginagawa natin, no? Mas may time na ika nga, 'di ba? Tapos pwede rin actually something new rin, no? Teach them how to, yan, if you can go planting, yon, something that they can actually look forward to, no? Teach them to parang yan, set the table, no? Yung alam mo na mai-involve sila. Yon. Tapos ito na rin talaga yung opportunity natin na para at least kumbaga parang nagko-continue pa rin yung learning ng life skills. So that's why we have to maintain tong routines na to, Dr. P. Okay? So, syempre alam naman natin, 'di ba? Parang nagkaroon ng mga unexpected changes, 'di ba? All of a sudden, we have to parang homeschool some of our kids, and then working from home. Tapos parang syempre parang we have to care for, multiple children, 'di ba? So kumbaga parang there are some routines na medyo na iba, no? Tapos ngayon parang ito i-share ko rin, medyo problem ko rin to, Doc TP. Yung parang since nasira yung mga ibang routine, no? Parang yung gadget time ng mga bata lately, no? Parang medyo nahihirapan tayong i-curtail, no? So parang importante talaga na magkaroon pa rin tayo ng Doc TP, ng
Mm-mm.
rules, no? Na
Right. Mm-mm.
may time pa rin talaga. So may mga tips lang, no, how to transition off screens, no? So pwedeng visual timer, no, para at least aware yung bata, no, na okay, say 10 seconds or 30 minutes from now, no, parang snack time na, no? So yon, parang, and make sure pag gumawa tayo ng new routine, parang dapat buong pamilya kasama rin doon, no? Parang susunod rin sa natin, screen time rule, no? Tapos siguro important rin, Dr. P, pag magta-transition tayo, parang kailangan siguro yung next na chore will be something na they look forward to. Kasi if, for example, if after ng screen time, gagawin mo ang academic na task, no, baka mas mahirapan, no? So make sure yung next na parang task would be something na preferred nila. Like snack time, no? Or play time,
Right.
no? Parang gano'n. Tapos, another tip, Dr. P, yan, create a schedule, diba? So, if any one of you hasn't had like or created a schedule of the new routine, siguro now is the best time, no? So maraming samples na dun sa resource na yon. May mga iba na pwede nyo gayahin, no? Tapos pwede nyo sigurong i-tweak come weekend time para naman hindi ganun ka routinary naman or masawa naman yung bata. Okay? Tapos another para maka-build ng bagong routines yan, we have to offer them choices, no? So, kasi di ba, you can, parang hindi naman all the time, puro task lang, academic lang, no? So, especially physical activities, Dr. P, no? Kailangan natin i-incorporate sa routine natin na bago. Okay? So, lastly, a tip para mas makabuild tayo ng bagong routines, diba? Kasi nga, since na natin, no? Na cut natin yung school or yung mga therapy sessions natin, siguro parang we kind of have to create a workspace, no? Or a space na may to-do list, no? Anywhere in the room anywhere in the house na walang distraction, no? Para at least parang ma-generalize pa rin nila. Okay, oy, parang nasa therapy pa ako. Nandito yung may set of mga educational toys, no, books, no, crafts materials, no, that they can actually use for pag nasa sila at time na ng academic task.
Yeah.
Okay?
So balance yung important, no, Doc
Oo.
Shobes.
Right.
Sige.
Okay, so I will have to turn you over na to Mel, no? Kasi nga, 'di ba, sabi natin if you're anxious, no, especially at times like this, these kids, no, might parang behave, no, in such a way na may changes na makikita. So,
Right.
Mel?
Yan, mag-share naman si Miss Mel. Paano tayo magkakalma? Baka pati sa atin yan, Miss Mel, no? Pati sa mga parents din at audience.
Applies to all. Oo.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Okay yan.
Shops. Yeah, that was such a helpful discussion. I mean, if parents feel helpless or if parents are feeling that they're running out of options, that's actually a good source of strategies that they can look at and explore to add their toolkit para they don't feel like there's not much they can do at home. So thank you so much for that very rich discussion, Dr. Shaw.
Yeah. Siguro, before we proceed, acknowledge lang natin yung mga members ng ASP. O, di ba? Shout out. Hi!
Wow,
mga nakikinig.
hi!
Naka-tune in sila sa atin. So, kung may questions po kayo, paki-type lang po ha, para matanong natin si Mel at si Shobes. Yan. Sige, Miss Mel.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello to the families of ASP and also to all our viewers. So we're going to talk about coping and calming skills. So bago ko magsimula dito, I just want to acknowledge, all the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, family members working together, staying close at home and then doing their best to make it through this very difficult, uncertain time. I'm sure you have a lot of stress. Marami tayong mga aalalahanan. We're worrying about a lot of things, and having a child with exceptional needs adds to the challenge. How we're going to manage our home. Tsaka, I just also want to take this time to acknowledge, yung teachers, therapists. When before the pandemic, parang siguro we didn't realize how much they help us. Structuring the day of our children, giving us tools and support. And it really takes a village to bring up a child, and we just want to extend that word of appreciation to therapists, teachers, and doctors who help our families. Okay. So moving on to coping and calming. Yeah, just a quick reminder, we want to recognize na iba-iba ang mga bata with autism. And probably our audience, iba-iba rin ang edad. Some might be really young, some
Mhm.
might be teenagers or even adults. And, one size does not fit all. Iba-iba ang magiging strategies natin. Depende kung ano yung level ng communication skills ng bata, ang level ng social skills, where he or she's at sa kanyang restricted repetitive behavior, sa kanyang flexibility or rigidity, as well as sensory issues. So what I tried to do was to look at a wide spectrum of strategies and look at what might apply to many of us. No? So sinala ko lang yung I think might be most helpful or important.
Mhm.
Okay. So important things to keep in mind. Parents are the best source of coping and calming strategies. Ang
Mhm.
galing ng mga parents, you're the ones who are in touch with your children 24/7. Kayo ang kasama nila, you know them best.
Medyo
Hindi
nawala
nila
yata si
namamalayan, they're
Ismael.
already
Yan.
using good calming strategies. These are not things you read from books, but you learn by just being with your child and loving and caring for your child. So if you're feeling hopeless, confused, rattled, na tataranta ka, just take a step back and think, ano nga ba yung ginagawa ko ulit pagka naa-upset yung anak ko? Ano what works with my child? So
Mhm.
wag nating kakalimutan yan.
Yes.
Pangalawa, parents' moods can affect their children's moods. So, pagka-stress tayo, we're anxious, we're upset, nahahawa ang bata, no? Or other people in the family, ang tawag dyan is emotional contagion. Naghahawa-hawa tayo ng stress. So,
Mhm.
minsan, as the adults in the house, kailangan we also stop and check, ano ba nararamdaman ko? Kasi minsan kahit hindi stress ang bata, sometimes sa tono ng boses natin or sa body language or the words that come out of our mouth conveys stress or irritation, nadi-dysregulate din yung, uh, you know, regardless if they're non-verbal or very verbal.
Right. Tapos 'di ba Miss Mel, meron tayong mga parents who are still working. So nagtatrabaho sila
Yes.
at the same time sila rin nag-aalaga sa anak nila ngayon, ano?
Yes, that is so difficult. My hats off, ang galing ng mga parents na yon juggling, working from home, at also ang galing din ng mga full-time parents. Napakahirap nun.
Mm.
So
Mm.
working from home, nawawala ang boundaries. Tapos may multiple demands coming from all sides. So it's very natural to feel anxious, very natural to feel upset, and irritable. Pero kung halimbawa, hindi tayo mindful, hindi natin napapansin, hindi tayo nagsistop and reflect, minsan nababaling natin yung stress natin sa iba without meaning to, with the
Mm.
best intentions. Like, you want your child to stick to the routine para magka-order yung bahay. Kasi naman pag chaotic, it's even more stressful. Because
Mhm.
sometimes, dahil upset tayo or stressed, the way we give them reminders, parang may malakas ang tono. So, nasistress ngayon yung bata. So, we want to try as much as possible, yung mga parents, no, to stay calm. Dapat meron din kayong time na check in on your feelings. You try to do some self-care. Kahit na 5 minutes, 10 minutes just for you. Para maginhawahan yung loob nyo and you feel you have more energy to deal with the day. You
Yeah.
turn to each other kung meron kayong partner or you have a grandparent at home or a relative at home helping you out. Turn to each other for support. Magpasahan kayo ng task, take turns, talk to each other para maginhawahan kayo.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Miss Mel. Kasi parang it actually answers yung one of the question or statement from our viewers. Sabi niya, the attunement of parents to their kids' emotion is great but quite challenging. Totoo yun, no? 'Di ba? Especially if parents are also
Napakahirap.
stressed during quarantine. So parental stress relief is also important. 'Di ba? Yan yung sinasabi mo rin, no, Miss Mel?
Very, very important. Huwag natin kakalimutan ng
Mm-mm.
sarili natin. So that's not being selfish, no? That's called
Mm-mm.
self-care and self-compassion. So, hindi tayo kailangan maubos. Antayin natin na maubos tayo, giving all. Tapos, at the end of it, we feel resentful, nagagalit tayo, or ubus na tayo, pagod na tayo. We don't want it to reach that point. No? Yung pag inaalagaan nyo rin ang sarili nyo, that's also for your child. So, ang
Right.
self-care naman, hindi lang naman yun yung you pamper yourself ng mga mahal na gamit or you have to do something luxurious. Sama sa self-care yung nagpapahinga, do a little bit of, yung mindful breathing, i-enjoy mo yung pag naliligo ka, take your time, with those hygiene activities. Can be very simple things. Another thing is parents have to remember each child is different. So you could be comparing notes with other parents. What might work for one child might not work for your child.
Right.
Noon, nung bata pa siya, it works now, it doesn't work anymore. Iba-iba yung mga bata. So, kailangan kilalanin natin ang anak natin. Asa na ba siya sa level niya ng communication? What can he understand? How flexible is he? Para malaman natin what strategies fit. Ito, natutunan ko to. This is such a wonderful phrase applicable even to children who are neurotypical, to your partner, friends, colleagues. I learned this from Cherise Northcott. She's a psychologist in the US who trains us in the psych team. She said, be curious, not furious. So pagka nagkaroon na behavior change yung bata or they're more challenging compared to other days, instead na mag-react tayo, be curious, ano kayang nangyari? What's making your child feel that way? Kasi pagka nag-gather nyo yung information na unawaan nyo where it's coming from, yung magiging response nyo is more suited, mas akma siya. And chances are you're gonna calm down your child more effectively. Next, follow your child's lead. They're communicating it with us one way or another. We should not impose what we think is right, what we think is going on, like make assumptions. No, but see what they're trying to tell us. And last, minimizing triggers is the key. So, it's very hard, but parents really have to stay on top of being attuned, yung observing, being present, yung napapansin mong bata, napapansin mong ginagawa niya. Kasi pag nakikita mo na sa start na siya ma-upset, you can immediately jump in with your calming strategies. No? Kasi pagka na-upset na sila, mahirap na sometimes to dial it down.
Right.
So, minimizing triggers is the key.
Parang unahan na nila, no? Bago
Shall I go
sumabog.
on?
Yes, please. Go.
Yes. Okay. So, what are some of the factors that can cause or increase stress? Lalo na ngayon. Nag-ibang routine, altered routines, and kakabit nun, altered expectations. Because before, especially some kids with autism, they really thrive with routines. Others might be more flexible, but many of them really want that predictability. So
Right.
wala nang school, they're going to therapy centers na wala, they're expecting to see their OT, they can't go. Or maybe they're expecting to do this at a certain time and all of a sudden they're asked to do it earlier, have an earlier bedtime, or limit their screen time. So nakaka-stress yun. Predictability is very important for any person to feel safe and secure. It's more intensified or amplified for children with autism. So nakaka-stress talaga to.
Yes.
Secondly,
Miss
not
Mel,
enough activity. Yes.
I have a question lang kasi magandang time to
Go
kasi you were
ahead.
talking about routines and parang expectations. So may question tayo, sabi, my 8-year-old daughter is stuck with her own set of meals and we would like to make changes to it. Her food has been limited to bread, french fries, hot dogs, and milk. Paano yun? Di ba parang I'm pretty sure it will cause an increase in the stress level if they make the changes now. But does that mean na wag na, bigay mo na lahat? Ganun ba yun?
Picky eating quite common in young children or children with autism. Kasama ho yan sa kanilang restricted repetitive behaviors, lalo na kung may sensory issues. So kung minsan, pagka ganyan, meron silang very narrow diet, kakaunting kinakain nila, usually mga processed foods, some kids like that. nagkakaroon sila ng nutritional deficiencies. Now, it sounds like an easy problem to solve, and sometimes it might be. Some parents will just do the, tough love route, palitan mo, and then let's see what happens. But that's a risk, no? Kasi hindi natin alam how the child will respond. So pagka may ganyang picky eating problems, it's best to consult, number one, an occupational therapist. Number two, maybe you're a developmental pediatrician or a nutritionist. Kasi kailangan
Mhm.
mo na malaman ano yung reason. Bakit yun lang ang
Right.
gusto niyang kainin. Minsan nagko-compensate sila, meron silang mga nutritional imbalances, so nagki-crave sila ng certain kinds of food, no, to compensate for those imbalances. Minsan naman it's a sensory issue. Ayaw nila yung certain textures. They only want like a soft texture. Sometimes it's a swallowing, mastication issue. So pagka ganyan, you need to pull in, you consult a feeding specialist, or maybe there's
Yeah.
something about their mouth, their tongue, their jaw na hindi nila ma-coordinate to chew well and swallow. So marami siyang possible issues. Now, my suggestion is
Mhm.
don't do anything drastic during the pandemic kasi mahirap din mag-grocery if you're gonna be looking for very specific things, no? Don't alter the routine for the picky eating right now, but you can prepare for that transition by talking with your developmental pediatrician or your occupational therapist.
Yeah.
Okay?
I think yung preparation is important, no? Parang it
Yes.
change doesn't happen overnight kasi eh. And if they expect na, uy, tomorrow okay na yung uh, better diet na siya, it's not gonna happen. So, kailangan prepare for it, no? Right?
Yes, prepare for the
Mm-mm.
transition and to find out what's the root cause. And that's the most
Mm-mm.
effective way to find out how you can change the picky eating. Thank you
Mm.
for that wonderful question. That's a very common concern of many parents. Not enough activities to keep them occupied. So, if you're the type of parent na nasa social media ka palagi, nakikita mo yung mga infographics, ang daming, this is what you should do at home. Don't feel pressured, stick with the routine that works in your family. Now, sometimes, dahil nasa bahay mga bata, their school is cut short, parents feel pressured to stimulate their child with a lot
Mm.
of academic tasks. Mag-aral ka, do your worksheets, because the fear is real. Minsan, yung may mga ibang bata with autism, they need repetition to remember the skill. So, pag nag-stop yung studying, they forget. So, it's very
Mhm.
understandable. Kaya lang, if we put a lot of pressure on them to do that instead of fun activities, lalo silang masistress. Minsan naman, dahil wala na masyadong routine, kids are doing more screen time. You cannot
Mhm.
take away the screen time without replacing it with another activity.
Mhm.
Otherwise, the child will be very bored, and that's really where behavioral problems can start. You have to replace it, and not the activity you like. You have to find out what other activities the child likes. Yeah, I went ahead of myself, no? Too much demands placed on the child. Uh, Fourth, comprehension or communication difficulties can increase stress because sometimes, ngayon since we're busier, maybe parents are giving instructions mahaba and then they cannot
Mhm.
stop what they're doing. May ginagawa sila ibang bagay. So, ibigay nila yung instructions from a distance. The
Mhm.
instructions can be long. Hindi naintindihan ng bata, nagkakaroon ng conflict. Or sometimes they're asking something from the child, hindi naintindihan, nagkaka-stress. Hindi masabi ng bata ano yung nararamdaman niyang discomforts, kanyang needs, nagkakaroon ng stress.
Mhm.
Sensory issues, ito laging nakakalimutan ng maraming magulang na maraming bata, teens or even adults with autism spectrum disorder may sensory issues. So sa paningin natin minsan, nag-iba yung ugali, nag-iba yung behavior, iba yung intindi natin. Turns out it comes from a sensory issue. Meron silang naririnig, nalalasahan, naaamoy na hindi nila gusto, or nararamdaman, textures, or meron silang gustong makuha, makita, mahawakan pero hindi nila makuha, no? Or they want to move back and forth, hindi nila magawa. Sensory issues can increase stress.
Mhm.
So, what are
True.
the signs to watch out for? to know if maybe your child is anxious or is more distressed than usual. And I forgot to mention this a while ago, no? Coping and calming is even more challenging for kids with autism who have anxiety. Kasi hindi lahat po ng bata na may autism may anxiety. But there are
Mhm.
some children, teens, they have autism plus anxiety.
So
So let's,
magkasabay, pwede pala
oo,
'yun.
pwede
Mm.
yon. Hindi lahat ng bata at teens na may autism may anxiety. But some of them have both.
Mhm.
So that's even more challenging to calm them down.
Oo nga.
So what are some of the signs to watch out for? Nagbago ba yung kanyang emotional states? Napansin niyo ba na mas irritable siya than usual? Mas magagalitin? Mas matatakutin or clingy? Ayaw humiwalay sa inyo? Dumami ba yung sensory seeking behaviors? Whereas before, hindi na siya averse sa ganong sounds. Now, during the quarantine, parang mas sensitive siya ulit sa ganong sounds or ganong things na nakikita or objects na hindi niya gusto. Mas marami
Mhm.
ba kayong nakikitang refusal to engage, meaning ayaw sumagot sa sinasabi nyo, ini-ignore kayo, walking away, or running away behaviors? You're trying to do something productive with your child, you're trying to do maybe the worksheets they left behind from school, and instead of doing it, they leave the table or they're not responding. It's a non-verbal signal that this is just too overwhelming for me. Or is the
Yeah.
child becoming more aggressive, hyperactive, or repetitive, having more repetitive behaviors? So meron din tayong mga children, teens, and adults with autism na may accompanying ADHD. So minsan nagiging silang mas hyperactive, they like to run back and forth, or they might have more fidgeting behaviors. Meron naman mga batang with autism na mas marami silang self-injurious behaviors or baka yung
Right.
ibang tao gusto nilang kurutin, paluin. No? So, i-increase ba to? Pag nag increase to, maybe they are under distress or something's going on that's not making them feel good.
Miss Mel, meron tayong question from our audience. Ito from Jean, no? Our 5-year-old son with autism is non-verbal. And since quarantine, so ang galing, talagang nafe-feel niya at nababantayan niya yung anak niya, no? So since the quarantine, we noticed that he keeps pulling his hair near his left ear. So yung part nung scalp tuloy nakikita na. Is this a sign of stress? Yun yung tanong doon ni Miss
Ah,
Jean.
good question. Now, for me to answer that more accurately, magandang talagang meron tayong consultation assessment. But just going by what he says, Glenn, tignan mo kung nagka-behavior change. Like, before pandemic, hindi niya yung ginagawa. And now,
Mm-mm.
since nag-quarantine, na iba yung routine niya, mas lalo niya yung ginagawa. So that's it could be a repetitive behavior or it could be a
Right.
sensory behavior. So this is actually a good time to, if you have an occupational therapist already, please contact your occupational therapist. So he can help you if it's a sensory issue. Tutulungan kaya ng strategies pang replace ng behavior.
Right. Tapos siguro ano lang din, rule out lang nila yung mga medical conditions, no, that can mimic yung change in behavior. Kasi kung halimbawa, laging hinihila yung ear or yung hair doon, baka masakit pala yung tenga, may ear infection. 'Di ba, Doc Shobes, what do you think?
Yes, Doc, no?
Yeah.
So, and, try to see also kung meron ba nag-trigger neto. Like, kung kailan mo na, I mean, ano yung muna yung antecedent o ano mo na yung event bago mo napansin na,
Mm-mm.
uy, parang hila siya ng hila, no? Kasi
Mm-mm.
parang
Mm-mm.
yun yung function ng behavior. Baka pwedeng yun nga, parang may naramdaman siya or may nagano sa kanya, may nag-cause ng anxiety. So we have to look for the trigger. Baka pwede
Yeah.
naman natin magawa ng paraan yung trigger, Dr. P.
Right, right.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I agree also,
Sige.
Dr. P. Baka may nagamit na shampoo. Maybe there's a skin irritation we
Mm.
don't know about.
Mm-mm.
Very possible. So, kailangan
Mm-mm.
tignan maigi ano yung naging cause. So,
Mm-mm.
consult with specialists, contact your doctor and your OT so they can help you out. Kasi pag nakakalbo na yon, that's really excessive.
Mm-mm. Right. Okay. Thank you.
So what are some of the calming methods? So hindi ho to very comprehensive. Basta in any calming method, no, you always have to remember may mga processing difficulties, may mga tendencies, yung mga batang with autism, it's coming from their brain, how their brain functions. So we have to really go to where they're at for us to calm them down. One is to be present, empathetic. Uh, Stay calm and meet your child where he or she is at. Hindi ibig sabihin to pagka-aggressive ang bata, yung sasabayan natin aggression niya. Kasi sabi ko kanina, di ba, your moods affect your child's moods. So pagka gusto mo mag-calm down ang bata, you have to calm down yourself first. So if minsan pagka naging tayo reactive, sabi natin, tumigil ka nga dyan, lalong mag-i-intensify yung distress. First, you have to take a deep breath, be present. Pag present tayo, focus tayo, we can be more curious. Ano ba nangyayari? Why is my child so upset? What's going on? So it's important to feel calm and present so you can be an effective problem solver.
So yung boses nyo kailangan parang kay Miss Mel.
Yes,
Kalma.
very calm.
Oo, yan. Ganyan. Yan ang sample ng calming voice. Yes.
Very calm. At saka meeting, when you communicate with your child, magandang mga strategies yung go to their eye level, lalo na pag maliit pang bata, lumuhod kayo, umupo kayo, para you can see each other eye to eye. Such a big, kahit walang eye contact, but if you're at that level, parang mas maganda yung interaction. Number 2, when you're creating a new routine or you're trying to maintain yung typical na routine nyo sa bahay, try to incorporate the preferred activities of the child, not just what you think is healthy or stimulating for the child, pero kung ano din yung gusto niyang gawin. Playing or a little bit of crafts or movement activities. Other methods of calming, napakaganda ng regulated breathing. Taking deep breaths. So one strategy is yung 4-4-4. So inhale ka 4 counts, hold it 1, 2, 3, 4, and then gently release with your mouth. 4 counts then.
Gawin nga natin. Sabay tayo, Doc Shob. Sabay tayo kay Miss Mel. Isa pa. Sample
Try
ng
natin,
breathing.
Sige.
Sige.
This is maraming kinds
Sabayan
of
niyo po
regulated
kami.
breathing. This is
Sige.
the 4-4-4 method. Sige, so inhale tayo 4 counts ha. Ready? Inhale. 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yan.
Kumalma yata ako.
Oo.
Okay.
Minsan naman, pwede rin yung natural breath. Just follow the flow of your breath. Just breathe as you naturally would. Kasi parang may feedback siya sa body natin na, oh, I'm breathing naturally, therefore I'm probably not anxious. May ganun. You can also count together. So minsan may mga bata, they like that yung rituals, like they have to complete something they start. Sometimes counting can help. You can even sing a song together, a song that your child likes. You can do rhythmic movement activities. So minsan yung bata or yung teen na autism, they like to move. They like to discharge energy through movement. So some movement activities could be dancing. It could be mindful movement. You can just walk back and forth doon sa bahay. Or you can do heavy work activities. Pag sobrang hyper nung bata, like you can have them, help you, let's say, push that box of canned goods to the end of the house, or carry bed sheets if you're changing your bed sheets. Some form of productive activity that discharges the energy. Now, some children like soothing, tactile activities or comforting
Ano
touch.
example
Stroking. You can stroke, you can hug, you can touch their hands. Some of them might have like a stuffed toy or like a pillow or a weighted blanket that they like for deep pressure touch. Some of them probably like hugging you tight, another deep pressure touch. Comforting touch would be gentler, lighter, And then don't forget to use techniques galing sa inyong uh, sensory toolkit. Ano na ba yung ginagawa nyo dati with your
Mhm.
OT, with your SPED teacher, na gustong-gustong gawin ng bata? I don't see anything wrong with that, especially if it calms them down. Like, may mga ibang bata, they like to listen to certain songs and really press that close to their ear. If it calms them down, it doesn't cause anyone harm, why not let them do it? Others naman want to
Right.
have earphones on their ears. If it calms them down, it doesn't harm anybody, that's perfectly okay. No, these kids, they know. Some of them know intuitively what they need to do to calm down. If
Mhm.
they're walking back and forth and that's how they need to calm down, if it's not disturbing anybody, I think that will be okay. But definitely later on, you have to bring in the other activities
Right. Mhm.
para they don't get stuck in that state. Exercise would also be good. Everybody in the family could benefit from this. This is just an
Yes.
example of how you can make a chart. It simplifies things, mas simple. Sa isang kita, kuha na nila kaagad what it means. Pwede nyo siyang hatiin yung exercise sa loob ng bahay o sa labas, outside. You can learn a dance from YouTube, carry heavy items, try yoga or animal poses. Pagka meron kayong konting space or yard or hardin sa labas ng bahay nyo, you can do gardening, magtalunan kayo doon, throw a ball together, something that gets you moving. Ganda kasi ito sa regulating the body,
Mhm.
keeps your heart healthy, your brain healthy, and it regulates your mood. So maganda yung may movement. Pag mas sedentary kasi, mas prone talaga sa mood issues. No? You're lethargic, naantok ka, natamad ka. So mas maganda may exercise.
Para sa ating
Kada yung
lahat yata yan.
Oo, di ba meron tayong video niyan the other time
Mm-mm.
about exercising. That's a good movie to
Yes.
visit, a good presentation to visit on YouTube.
Yes,
I
yan
think
sila Teacher Lala,
mindfulness.
no? Teacher Lala and
Mm,
Teacher Mary Ann. You can review our old videos po,
yeah,
may mga movement and exercise na dinemo yung mga therapists natin.
right. Maganda yung movement. Mindfulness, breathing exercises. You don't need to have a wide vocabulary to do breathing exercises. Breathing is so natural, but sometimes we don't mind it. It becomes so automatic. So we're not breathing efficiently to calm our body down. So pwede itong gawing exercise, parent, kaanak, bago kayo matulog, or when you wake up in the morning, ang daming pwede nyong pagkunan. Kung wala kayong internet access, you're reliant on data na binabayaran yung prepaid, you can just do this together. Yung sinabi ko kanina, the 4-4-4. You can
Mhm.
invent your own breathing exercises na pangpakalma. Kung meron naman kayong access sa internet, ito, meron tayong free. I'm not affiliated with any of these apps,
Hindi
but
yan
these are
plugging.
no,
Hindi.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm not affiliated. But this is just a suggestion. We got this from one of the references that we use. No?
Mm-mm.
Now, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles who are caring for children with autism, if you're really feeling overwhelmed, you're not alone. If you feel you're running out of options, please reach out and talk to your doctors, psychologists, therapists, ped teachers, kasi they can help you, no? You don't need to do this alone. Lalo na pagka lahat kayo sa bahay are very stressed. Kasi mahalaga, kahit we're physically apart, we remain socially connected. Kasi baka they might give you a different perspective you haven't thought of that could help your child. Okay?
Okay.
Shall I go on?
Sige. Let's
Oo,
go.
so this is just for MedMom. This is a good time to take advantage. Nagkakaroon ng shift ngayon across different areas of medicine.
Mhm.
Telemedicine, mental health services are already being made accessible. Dahil nasa quarantine, we were forced to stay at home. At MedMom, we have the option to stay connected. Please reach out to your OTs, PTs, speech therapists, ped teachers, reading interventionists, doctors, psychologists if you need a consultation, if you want to ask for recommendations, this is the number you can call. And if it's outside of MedMom, please try to find a way to connect with your doctor or provider para you don't feel alone. Okay?
Magandang advice yon, Miss Mel.
This is a new,
Yes.
new dimension, territory that we're exploring. We're learning a lot
Right.
from each other. You don't need to have a Wi-Fi access. You know, it's okay. I think, is it okay we can take a phone call, mga doctors? You can,
Mm-hmm.
hindi. Pwede ba? Pwede ba yun, doc?
It
Case-to-case
depends.
basis.
Oo, case-to-case basis.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right. So here's a list of resources. I'm sure Autism Society Philippines also has wonderful resources. Hindi ko lang siya, Shobs and I weren't able to, we don't know where to look for it, but these are good websites that you can visit. We got a lot of our material from the first site. So if you want copies of those charts, you can get it from that site, yung affirm.fpg. Autism Speaks, ang dami niyang resources. If you want to learn about schooling, parenting. The last two, the third to the last, second to the last, this is very specific on how to cope with the pandemic. And the last one is another mindfulness app. It's free. You can get free meditation exercises there.
Miss Mel, pwede rin daw ba yan for mga non-verbal kids? Like the apps or the
Non-verbal
mindfulness
kids.
techniques? Mm-mm.
It depends. So, the first thing you have to find out, nasaan na ba sila sa kanilang joint attention? Are they able to imitate? Kasi meron siyang some form of demonstration. Kung meron na ba silang language skills to follow simple instructions, and how savvy they are with digital gadgets. Pagka hindi pa well-developed yung joint attention, or yung imitation skills, you look for you go back to sensory regulation, because that will really help calm them down. What sensory activities are they doing that regulates them, stabilizes them, calms them down? Sabayan nyo sila doon. Like if they want to dance, they want to listen to something, or they're twirling something, and that, that can be your play for the day. So it's more of
Right.
that.
Okay. So, kailangan bagayan pa rin, no? You meet them where they're at. Sabi mo nga
Yes.
kanina. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
There. Meron pa bang next slide, Miss Mel? Ayun!
Yun na
Nako!
yun. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. And speaking of thank you to Dr. Shobs and Miss Mel. Marami kaming natutunan. Would you like
Thank
to, do
you,
you have
thank
any
you.
last words? Siguro mga takeaway points, 1 or 2 sentences for our audience kasi medyo nag-overtime na nga tayo. Ang dami natin kasing gustong i-share.
Sobra.
Yes.
Ang dami.
Okay.
Sige, Doc Shobs, ikaw muna.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for everyone who took their time and listened to us, no? So siguro ang takeaway lang talaga dito, no, we have to be really attuned to what our children are actually parang how they are behaving, no? Kasi ito yung dito nga natin makukuha yung cue, no? So pag for example, ito na yung signs na stress sila, no? So yung mga strategies na ano natin, no, na binigay natin, no, gagawin lang natin accordingly. No, baka kasi pwedeng medyo hindi lang nila naiintindihan, baka hindi nila nakikita si lolo, si lola. So explain natin
Right.
anong social distancing.
Yes. Okay, thanks Doc Shobs. Miss Mel.
Ako, just a few words for parents. Hang on. Kaya niyo yan?
Yes.
Yes. Extend your patience a little bit more. Practice self-compassion. Every day you can start anew. If you're struggling, you don't know what to do, you're making mistakes along the way, it's okay. It's part of the learning experience. Forgive yourself, be kind to yourself. Everyone's doing the best that they can. And don't hesitate to ask for help if you need it.
Ayan. Thank you. Ang ganda ng mga messages ng ating experts, no? So, to our parents, to our viewers, thank you very much for tuning in and for joining us tonight. We hope that you learned a lot, no? So, marami po tayo ngayong iuuwi, pagmumuni-munihan, titignan natin paano natin ito ma-apply for our kids. So on behalf of our experts, I'm Dr. Tippy. Thank you very much. Good night. Ingat po tayong lahat.
Good night.
Night.